Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make a hat in Roblox, or a hat UGC item, which is for players' hats and stuff. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope it helps. And if it does not, just maybe walk through the video a few times or find a different tutorial that could suit your needs for it. So let's try to get on with the video. Alright, so the first step is the texture. So you need to look up a color palette or get some colors you would like for the texture of your hat. Alright, so once you have you look up the color palette, and then you can pick what color palette you want. We can choose a few of these. Let's look at some of these, and then we can choose what you would like. I'll go with this one, and let's save this image into pictures as a color palette. I'm not a very good speller, but so yeah, but once we're done with that, we can go hop on into Blender. Hop on into Blender over here. And so once you're in Blender, open a general project and just select these and delete them by just hitting the delete key. And so once you're done, you should go into Roblox Studio and get a rig or something, and export the head or something. So for an example, so we will import a wavefront OBJ. We go to Blender models and get the head, and then it should import it over here or something. We can go to objects, and then we can set its origin to geometry, and then boom, and then we can move it towards the middle. Alright, so once that's done, we can go to the top, and we can go to the top and move this a little bit to our liking, like that. Alright, then we want to hit Shift A and add a circle right here, and then it should pop up right about there. And then we can move around and see the circle. Then we can turn on color mode or the viewport shading. This is also viewport shading. But so once we have this ready, and we can go up here and see the circle is pretty well lined up with the head. So what we want to do is we want to select the circle and drag it up just a little bit above the eyes, like so. And then we want to hit Tab to go into edit mode. And then I'm just going to size this down just a tad and hit F to fill it. Then I'm going to put it up here like this. There we go. And then the modeling in Blender is all about shortcuts and stuff. So we can hold Shift Alt and then click the line and then click this line, and then it highlights it as a loop. And then we can extrude and then we can hit Alt E and hit extrude long face normals. Never mind. Alt E and extrude individual faces like this. Woo. I'm just kidding. I was actually trying to do something, but we don't have to do that because I realized it didn't work just now. So what we gotta do is we gotta select the top part here and then hit I and then bring in some of these and then bring in the faces and then click here so it's rounded like this, and then hit E and bring it up a little bit, and then you can hit S to maybe like scale the band like that. And then that's our base of our top hat, and then we can hit Alt Shift and click this line and it should highlight the circle, and then we can hit I again and bring in some faces, and then hit E and boom. And then that is our stationary top hat. And then I want to like select this, and then I want to kind of like bevel this out and kind of like round the edges like this. And how you do that is you Shift Alt click on these things on the lines and loop, and then you hit Control B, and then you just drag your mouse to your liking of the rounded edges. And then you hit Control B, and then you can look at these right there. Alright, so I like this. It's neat. Let's actually, wait, that's a little too rounded, so let's round this just a little bit like this. There we go. That's perfect. So once we're done with that, all we need to do is select the hat, and then go down to your shading, and let's bring this up, and then you hit New, and then you hit this under base color, the circle, and then you hit Image Texture, and then you hit the Open folder, and then you find where you saved your color palette. Let's save this again and save it under, no, never mind, we can't do that. Alright, so I'll use this one, and we can save it as a JPEG, and color palette 3. We can save this there, and then we can open this again. There you go, in JPEG, and then it opens it, and it doesn't, and you don't want it just one color, you want it to be nice and stuff. So what we can do is we go up to UV editing here, or if you don't have it, click a little plus icon and then go to general and UV editing. So we click this, and we scale this over here, and then we want to turn on the viewport shading so it's colored, and then we can do this so it's easier to see. And then what we want to do is we want to open the image here of our texture, and then it's open. Then over here in the edit tab, you want to hit A so it selects everything, and then you want to hit U and then Smart UV project to unwrap for UV mapping, and you do this, and then you hit OK, and then it shows up with everything right here. It can be a little bit confusing at first, but you'll be fine. So what you can do is, for easier selection, turn on this X-ray panel right here. And then what you can do is select the top here, and then hold Alt Shift and click the bottom here, and then that selects the whole top. And then we can drag and select all of this and hit S to scale down. And then we can have the hat orange. I'll like the hat orange, and then we can I was just doing that for the hat. And then we can turn off the X-ray thing. And here we go. And then we can select these, and actually I want the X-ray thing for this because it's kind of annoying. So then we can just deselect. We can just deselect. No. Now you can just deselect this, and then that's highlighted. So then we can oops. Then we can highlight this and hit S to scale it pretty small, and then hit G to move it over there. And then once we're done with that, we can turn this off and fly over here and hit the little band around here. And then we want to scale it, and we can make it, let's say, if we make it blue, it will look like this. But I think I want it to be yellow. Like that. So it's kind of like a fall kind of colors. Then once we're done, we can go back to layout, and it should have a color. So it looks pretty nice. Then if you have your render engine and Eevee, click ambient inclusion, and then it gives some nice cartoony, really nice looking cartoony shading here, and it looks pretty nice. So once we're done, we can shade this smooth, and it should be like all smooth and dope, I would say. How you shade smooth, you just select it and right click, and then you click shade smooth. And then what you can do is select the hat and hit file, export, wavefront OBJ, and over here select selection only, and you want to save it in a folder where you can find it. So we can do fall top hat, and we can export that, and then we can open that Roblox Studio to select what we need to import it to Roblox. Alright, so once you're in Studio, you should make a dummy, go to plugins and Railbag, and we can just import a block rig here. And I will be showing you how to make it a working accessory. So what you can do is right click and insert an object, and we click mesh part because you just need the mesh ID. I don't need this. And then what we need to do is go to properties and hit this mesh ID, and then we need to look up fall top hat and open your model and click no, and then it should be right here. And already I have fixed the problem. Of course I do not know exactly what the problem was for some reason, but here we go. But I actually like it shaded smooth, so let me do this again. I should have kept this out, but there we go. Alrighty, let's just insert this fall top hat. No. Alrighty, okay, so now it's shade smooth and it's not all transparent and flipped. So what we do now is we just want the mesh ID, so we copy this mesh ID. And then what I would do is go to like the catalog here on Roblox and find like a hat from like the cartoony section or something, and for like or like just a random hat for example, but here, I'll do this rainbow top hat, rainbow cartoony rainbow top hat. And then we just copy this ID here. And I'm gonna need to insert this. And it inserted over here. And then what we can do from there is then we need to copy this mesh ID again. And so then we go to the Explorer and we insert over here, and we insert an accessory. And then we can name this fall top hat. And then what we do is we click on this cartoony wrong one. This hat right here. I'm trying to find where it went. Rainbow turquoise top hat. This dummy. Alright, so so what we would do here is this blue top hat. Well, so basically what I would do is I would take all of these and like copy them in like the hat for like all these like little things right here, and then I would go into the accessory of the fall top hat, and then I would paste, and then I would paste, oops, and then I would just I just go over here, and the attachment must be part instance. That's really strange, but I just go to this blue top hat over here, and then I need to copy the handle, and then I paste the handle into here, and then I just change the mesh by getting this one and getting this mesh ID and going to this fall top hat, and then I go to the special mesh and I go to properties and change the mesh ID and the texture ID, and there we go. And then we should have our fall top hat working and everything. So what we do is we go to the dummy and we drag the fall top hat into the dummy, and it immediately puts it to the head, which is nice because that's what accessory should do. And then we can just scale it on which way we want, like that. And then we go to the fall top hat and we can put it into HH117, which is my profile. And there we go. And all you need to do is publish it to Roblox on, yeah, so you just need to publish it to Roblox. Oop, where'd it go? Fall top hat. Well, never mind. So, basically that's how you do it. So thanks guys for watching. Hope this video helped, and if it did, subscribe and like this video. I did have some mess ups that I did, which I tried fixing. A lot of this stuff can be confusing for a little bit, but I hope this helped, and good luck making your own accessories. Have a good one, guys.